football season isn't truly back until the wheels begin to fall off for the Miami Dolphins before they ever even got the chance to start turning. And we're back, baby. We got Odell Beckham injured, David Long injured. Don't know when Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb are ever coming back. We got our linebacker retiring on us before training camp could start. We got our new receiver. He's already out for the season. And I'm sure some other stuff will come up. But that's what we got right now. And the biggest news of them all, our starting quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, is not practicing until the Miami Dolphins cough up that bread that he feels he rightfully deserves. And that's just what I want to talk about real quick, because this is a very important part of the season. Unless Mike McDaniel is planning to run the exact same offense as last year, this is precious time that Tua is missing out on. And I'm not saying that he's not smart enough to catch up or whatever it may be. Listen, I'm just a guy that talks about it, and I root for the team on Sundays. And, I have no stake. I have no control over what happens. So I'm just going to blindly assume everything is going to be okay until it's not. Kind of. Because, it might not be okay. Because the fact that Tua is not practicing tells us one very important thing. And that's that a deal doesn't seem to be very close. Tua wants $8,000 bajillion, and the Miami Dolphins probably want to pay him Daniel Jones money. So, who's going to bend first? From the outside looking in, both sides have a ton to lose here. As for the Miami Dolphins as an organization, this might very well be the last year with Tyreek Hill. And at the very least, he ain't getting any younger. He's already pretty old, and speed is his game. So we'll see where that goes. Jalen Ramsey's getting up there. I mean, he already was up there. He's only going to get more up there in years. So we have no idea what this team's going to look like next year. So this might be the year, if they're going to end this playoff drought, you got to go for it now. You got a Buffalo Bills team that looks like they're in a semi-rebuild kind of state. The New York Jets, they're always overhyped. All right, every year the Jets win the offseason. And I'm not saying they didn't this year, but I'll believe it when I see it. And without Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, who gives a fuck about the Patriots? They're no different than the Carolina Panthers at this point. And they're just another team. So if there's a year to win this AFC East and give this thing a shot, it's this year. This thing might not line up like this next year. You got a bunch of teams that are getting better in the AFC, the Raiders, the Steelers, all these teams that kind of float around mediocre are starting to make a push to be good. The Titans even, the Colts especially. And then you got the great teams that, the Chiefs and Bills and the Ravens, they haven't seemed to have gotten too much better this year. So this is a year where you got a shot. I think you got to go for it. On the other side, for Tua, there's no other team that's going to give this guy $55 million. All right, I know there's a lot of Dolphins fans that absolutely love Tua. And listen, I love Tua too. Me and him were born on the same day. All right, it was meant to be. I've been saying since before he ever got here, he was the future. And I don't want to be wrong. However, to this point in his career, I haven't seen anything that warrants him being paid as much as Patrick Mahomes and that tier of quarterbacks. What happened to being able to pay good players good money? Now you have to play. What the fuck? I'm not editing this. Now you have to pay good players great money or they ain't showing up to practice. So that's where we're at right now. And I don't know if this can possibly be resolved in the offseason. I think no matter what, Tua is going to be the quarterback this year. Is he going to be paid before the season starts? I don't know. Someone's going to have to move from their position. Who's going to budge first? I don't know. So I'll report on it when it happens because that's what I like to do, but just want to talk about it real quick. Excuse the nasally voice. I am getting over being sick. And yeah, that's that. All right.